Welcome back, fellow mobile gaming fanatics. I'm MyTyme, back with another episode of Top Tries, and this episode is going to be completely different to what I had just recorded. Now, apologies, I have already collected the event rewards from that Tokyo Town event. I did come third, nowhere near second. I did get third, did get ceramic pack, and did get one super rare car. I've also opened a pack or two since, doing a couple of other things. I think I accepted all the rewards. Yeah, I've only got super rares, but I've been keeping everything. Okay, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm kind of going through, and some of these cards I've already got. I've already got a TVR 280R, but I'm keeping some of these because I'm thinking I might need to build them soon. It might be worth having some of these cards if I don't already have them. And you might be saying, why? Well, because the patch notes that have come out do give us the new car RQs, but and the but is, I haven't seen these cars in action. So I have 200 odd slots at the moment. I want to keep hold of as many cars as I possibly can until this update comes out, because I do not know now. Although I can tell the difference in RQ between, say, the Ford GT and the Mercedes AMG SLS electric by going to the forum, going to the Top Drive post and clicking on the link, which will give you there's a graphic there you can scroll through and find out what the new RQ the cars will be. Let's just say hypothetically, okay, this SLS electric is going to come up and be 80 RQ in the new range, and this Ford GT is going to be 82. I don't know how much difference that 2RQ is going to make in the future events. Is it suddenly going to bring the SLS electric as kind of the creme de la creme of cheap legendaries? Is it going to make it more viable? Are people still going to be going for example, the 26 RQ Speedster, because this is going to be 79 RQ, this is going to be 80 RQ, and this is just going to annihilate this every way except for possibly in the wet. I want to see it in action before I start throwing in too many of my cars. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of some super rares, ultra rares, or even epics, leveling up cars to then find out, hold up, that car is going to be really, really useful. The meta, the game, is going to change, and I think it's going to change really soon, because if we come in here, you can see there's no special packs. I mean, you've just got your standard carbon fibre pack, ceramic pack all the way along. Now, I think there's no packs in here because we can pick any pack. We'll just pick the Premium Off-Road, for example, because they are going to be introducing in the new patch the ability to buy packs using your own currency. So, for example, I'm not sure it's going to work like this, but you'll be able to buy the Premium Off-Road pack for 42,000 of their in-game cash. You'll be able to buy it for 599 of their in-game gold. Or you'll be able to buy it, say, for a cash transaction now off your credit card, your debit card, your PayPal account, whatever it is you use to do your in-app purchases in games, for, say, £3.99, €3.99, $3.99, whatever it may be. So you'd get the biggest discount by using actual cash from your card. You would get, then the second discount would be technically using their in-game gold, and then the more expensive way pro rata would be their in-game cash. But obviously you can farm this a lot easier than you can farm gold, and then you don't obviously have to put in your own physical cash, which you would do here. So that's where you're going to get your biggest discount. That's how I think the packs are going to work. Alternatively, they may offer special packs which can only be bought in cash currency, and the rest of the packs will remain like they are now. They can be bought by in-game cash, in-game gold, or you have to get a special pack which is only available by paying a direct transaction. So having no packs looks like they're getting ready for that, in my opinion. Then on top of that, I've come into events to play them. I'm doing terribly in carbon dating, okay, and I'm also doing really bad in this Throwback Thursday Thunderstruck. So these are two events I can't do well in. So I just get myself ready to farm in this event. I was like, yeah, no problems. Okay, we'll just play these things, do a video. I kind of realised that they have no events coming up, and that also made me think they can't drop this patch change if they have a big event coming up. So if they've got a prize car coming up, can you imagine it? The Bugatti Chiron is coming up as a prize car. They're going to let you run the qualifiers or the prelims, and then they're going to drop an update in, which is going to change every RQ of every car. It's going to change the RQ of the next event. Everyone's got to start messing around with their hands and everything. It would just be, yeah, the backlash they would get for that would be massive. So the fact that they have no events scheduled on here, they have to be dropping this patch soon. I was wondering when it was going to come. They've released all the details for it. They've also, you can go online, so you go to the forum, click on the top drive post in there. There'll be a link. You can see all the new RQs of all the cars. They have to be releasing this very soon, either tomorrow, as in Thursday, or Friday. I can't see it being any later. Yes, this TBT Thunderstruck has already started with 115 RQ. It wouldn't be the end of the world if this event changed mid-event and the RQ limit, say, went up to whatever this would be, I don't know, say it's 380 or whatever, and all the cars change, because it's not a prestigious prize up for grabs. It's just ceramic packs. So I don't think the blowback would be as big, and especially not in comparison to having a prize car. And currently there's no prize car event scheduled. Nothing on show for the weekend, or for the next couple of days for the qualifiers, the prelims. It has to be coming out. It has to be coming out soon. I can't see any other reason for not having it. So I'm just going to play this one match in the carbon dating very quickly and get smashed. But yeah, so I want to hold on to all my cars. Now, some people may say, well, that's a little bit over the top. Cars which are good now are still going to be good, and you're right, they are still going to be good. But, and this is my take on it, so I could be drastically wrong here. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can still. Nah, this isn't going to win it. I could be drastically wrong here, but my theory is the cars which were already good, say like the Aston Martin Speedster, are still going to be good. Okay, that's not going to change, and they're still going to be at the top end of their RQ limit. They're still going to be like the best of the epics, etc. But what about the cars which weren't so good? Now with the RQ changes, are they going to become meta cars? This RQ change is going to impact the weaker cars in all the brackets more than the stronger cars. Okay, it's going to offer a level of balance because of that, the bigger differentiation in RQ between the cars. So previously, if you had two cars in exactly the same RQ, say they were both, I'm going to use for example that Ford GT and the Mercedes SLS electric. Okay, if you had both those cars both at 27 RQ, there looks like to be quite a big disparity between the usefulness of both cars. However, if one of them goes to 80 RQ and the other one goes to 83 RQ, suddenly that 3 RQ difference could have a big impact in your hands. So now technically they're both still 27 RQ cars, but one car is saving you 3 RQ. And as a result, a lot of these weaker cars that people describe as trash at the moment, they could become the new MVPs. They could become the new gems that can still get you that decent car, that kind of like that car that's better than the, I don't know, I've got some bad examples here, but you know what I mean. For example, there could be like, you can see the RQs, yes. So you can come out and say to me, well, that's not the case. You can check the RQs, but I'm just trying to give examples here. You could end up finding that one of the challengers is actually going to be better because it's one RQ lower in the new system than the other one, although they perform pretty much similar. Or same with taking the SRT Hellcat. The SRT Hellcat may be 1 or 2 RQ higher in the new update because of its 0 to 60 and its top speed. So as a result, you might find it better to build and keep the Wide Boy or just the SRT Hellcat challengers rather than the Chargers, because they're going to save you 2 RQ points, and as a result those 2 RQ points could then go into bringing in, I don't know, some other legendary or whatever it would be. So the actual meta of the game is going to completely change. And as a result, nobody at this moment in time can honestly tell you that they know the impact that the RQ change is going to have for the events. So as a result, everyone's going to be in the same boat, almost starting over. It's kind of going to be a level playing field. The only difference is going to be the cards that you have. So if you're a new player, it's actually a very good time for you to get into the game, because everyone's going to be learning the game again, or learning the impact of this change. So you're going to be in the same boat. The only difference is you're not going to have the same kind of you're not going to have the same kind of a garage to compete with. Yeah, okay, I understand. So it's not going to be the same like that, but you are going to be learning the impact of the RQ changes from the beginning, just like all of us are going to. So from that perspective, you're not really losing out. So yeah, I'm actually excited about it, to be honest with you. I'm intrigued to see what the impact is going to be. I mean, having new cars, kind of trying to then work out new teams, it is going to be interesting. Yes, human beings as a species, we don't like change. You know, we like to, for example, see that our McLaren 12C is 29 RQ. We've kind of got used to that. We don't really use it because we don't think it's a 29 RQ car, whatever, but we've got comfortable with that. Now to suddenly find out it's going to be something different, and it might be useful, and it's going to mess with us all, but it is going to propose a new challenge, and hopefully in the long run, although there's a lot of negativity on the forums, is going to allow the game to balance cars, and more importantly, allow more cars to be used more often. And I mean that in a way that some of these cars down here, and I'm just going to come to I'm just going to come to the ultra rare, for example. Like, lots of people may use the 22 RQ cars, but once you drop down to the 19 and 20 RQ cars, lots of people are probably thinking, oh, I don't really use that car often because of this, because of that. The Maserati Ghibli Cup, not many people are going to build and use that. Like the Renault Clio Sport is good because it's got medium ground clearance, but even then, not many people use it. These kind of cars, now, they may actually become really, 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 really good cars, really good RQ saving cars, because they're going to be comparatively cheap to bring in. Whereas up until now, people will be fusing them away without thinking twice. If you get if you get the Hummer H3, you might think, oh, I don't really need that, or the V8, for example, not the best Aston Martin. Is it worth holding it? Probably not. DBA R1, I probably wouldn't have built it if it wasn't one of the first, in fact the first Aston Martin that I completed. Now though, I want to wait and see how these cars actually fare in new events, because the RQ that they save you may be really key to you being able to use some of those better epics and stuff. I'm looking forward to it, I'll be honest with you. I'm cautiously looking forward to it. So with all that said, I don't think there's much point me doing a video until that patch is released. I think it's going to be pretty soon. I do think it's going to be pretty soon. If it doesn't come out sometime tomorrow or early hours of Friday, then what I may do is I may do the video that I was going to do with regards to 5 things that I think the game could really benefit from, and that'll probably be the one that I'll do in between if this patch takes a little while to come out. But I would be really surprised if we don't see it in the next couple of days, given these kind of little clues that we have with the lack of packs in the shop and the lack of future events, with the exception of daily events being shown on the kind of the game calendar, as I like to refer to it. Anyway, I've been MyTyme. Sorry that today's been a bit of a rambly kind of affair. I wasn't expecting to see nothing there, to be honest with you. I haven't really paid that much attention, so I thought let's just come out, make sure we play our challenge. We're on the last level, so we'll try and farm through the challenge for a little bit. Could be a good chance that come Friday this comes out, they might do some kind of like flash event over the weekend or something. But I would definitely recommend everyone trying to hold on to your cars at this moment in time, especially anything super rare or better. I wouldn't be recommending feeding cars to fuse other cars and improve them just yet. not until we can kind of see the new events in action and get an idea of which of the old cars which were redundant now actually have a place in our garage. So thank you very much for watching. I've been MyTyme. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, and I'll see you probably sometime just before the weekend. Take care.